President Donald Trump's executive orders are expected to significantly impact travel in 2025. On January 20, 2025, he signed an executive order directing the Secretary of State and Secretary of Homeland Security to conduct a comprehensive security review of countries with inadequate vetting and screening procedures for travelers. This review could lead to the suspension of visa admissions from nations deemed deficient in these areas, potentially affecting travelers from those countries. However, some policies could indirectly influence American travelers. The administration's stricter immigration measures may lead to increased scrutiny at U.S. borders, potentially causing delays for returning travelers. Additionally, the cancellation of certain international agreements, such as the Paris Climate Agreement, could affect travel-related policies and environmental regulations. So, what about cruising, you ask? President Donald Trump's executive orders in 2025 have introduced several changes that may affect American cruises to other countries. International agreements play a significant role in shaping travel policies, including cruises, visas, and other forms of international movement. Countries often sign bilateral or multilateral visa agreements that allow citizens to travel between them without requiring visas or with simplified visa processes. If countries renegotiate or withdraw from such agreements, it could result in more stringent visa requirements or more limited access for travelers. International maritime agreements govern the safety, security, and operational standards of cruises. Changes in these agreements can affect the routes and operations of cruise lines, including entry restrictions or port closures. Many international agreements also involve trade deals that affect transportation, including the cruise industry. These might lower tariffs or trade barriers, impacting cruise line operations and the cost of travel goods and services. Agreements like the Paris Climate Agreement can also affect cruise lines, which must comply with environmental standards such as emissions controls, and these changes could impact the types of fuel used or the routes taken by ships. Most often, countries have tourism agreements aimed at promoting travel between them. If international agreements become more restrictive due to security concerns, travelers may face more paperwork or requirements, like additional screenings, vaccinations, or visas to travel. New regulations or tariffs could make cruises or international travel more expensive. Cruise lines might need to change ports of call if countries impose new restrictions or alter agreements regarding access to their ports. While President Trump's executive orders have introduced changes to the names of certain geographical features, these modifications are not expected to affect American cruises to other countries in 2025. However, people anticipating traveling in 2025 may want to keep an eye out on how these new executive orders may impact upcoming travel plans if countries choose to look closer at international agreements. Thanks for watching and comment below.